You are now tuned in to a Flex podcast. You know the vibes.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Price here with an Upflex podcast. Roll up.
What's up, y'all?
Bow.
Yo.
Bow.
It's another day. It's another dollar. I'm a holla. What's going on, though? It's your boy Envy. I'm with my fellas today, man. What's up, y'all?
Yeah, man, it's
Yo,
French
yo.
rolls.
We at Upflex podcast, episode
baby.
7. You know how we vibe out.
Lucky 7. Lucky 7.
The God
made
number.
it.
And it's crazy because I wore the little man shirt. I'm bugging.
Got the
It's
little
either
man.
that or I gotta lose some weight.
Got
You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on, but I know, you know what I'm saying? Happy to be here. What's going on, fellas?
Hey, no, I'm chilling over here. I was flexing with these little
Nigga say he's flexing. Swear. You know how we do.
So let's get into this roll-up segment.
Can you,
Definitely.
can I live with you?
Oh, you just
I
want
love
to do
you.
it like that.
No.
Yo, listen, I don't
Want
like
some grabber?
I don't like when we ain't situated.
Make
You
sure
know
it's
You know what I'm
what I'm saying?
saying? You know when I come through, everybody eat. You know what I mean?
I just wanted to be situated. We wasn't doing that synchronicity thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? My fingers wasn't sticky icky. You know, but whatever, y'all.
Yeah, the budget got a little better. You know what I'm saying? We get rapper weed now, so. But yo, speaking about on some other shit. What y'all think about motherfucking the cryptocurrency and the stock market right now and how it's about to switch up because we get a new president?
Oh, well, really, what I would say a little bit to that, all of the madness that's going on right now, I feel like it's gonna be kind of like this untrustworthy feeling of like, can we depend on you guys to supply certain things for us? You know what I mean? So,
Are you talking about the stock market or you talking about just like regular everyday society?
well, they going back and forth with us with their stocks too. We probably got a lot of their shit. They probably, you know.
Funny shit is, like, honestly, I'm trying to get into stocks right now. Like, I already know a little bit about, not too much, but right now it's like, it's a thing, you know, for young black people to really get into. Like, people starting to wake up, you know, my generation and all that, you feel me? So, what would be, how would someone like me, how should I approach it?
I mean, I kind of learned on the go myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Me too, me
Right,
too.
right.
It wasn't no.
I get a little bit of the mathematics on how it works, per se.
I watched a
But
couple
how
of
you
YouTube
do-
videos and
Yeah,
you know what I
but
mean?
like, you
take a
don't want to
couple
just
courses
start
and-
throwing money at niggas, right? So
Right.
I don't want you to tell me exactly what you do.
Well, right
Give me
now
an
it's lit.
example
Right
of
now it's
something
lit.
That's like
So
something
nah,
that's like,
so can I just
Right.
a little
Talk to me. I'm talking
correct
to
me
both
if I'm
y'all
wrong,
niggas,
correct
you
me if
know
I'm
what I'm
wrong. So how and I don't know how they do their system, but how I did it is like the things that I buy. You know what I mean? Like what are high on demand sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I just. And I'm not talking about crypto yet, because I just really started really messing with like the crypto and the Bitcoin. But like for the regular stocks, whether it be gas or clothing,
Pampers, coffee,
things
shit
like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So then you
Facts.
you looking for those major companies or whatever. Like I got like one of my
Because
joints.
those are the ideas that I had.
One
you
of
know,
my joints, right?
Pampers,
I'll just
coffee,
put out there.
every day. You know,
I just think about
some
what I
type
think.
of-
I think about again, like
I know
like
everybody's going to that. Like so, like
yeah. So it's like two things for me. Like it's whatever is like lifestyle for personal. You know what I'm saying? My personal side, but then also what is in the news about certain things. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, one of my
So it's like you like, but I'm not to the point where I know which. I'm not to the point where I'm in which I know which stock is going off of and paying dividend out like this. I'm in it for more like and this is just my little sample knowledge that I got from the couple videos I did see. Like certain industries are like just staples inside society, and whenever they make changes, then that's where you start to pay attention I guess a little bit more. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like you said, Pampers. You feel what I'm saying? Where are Pampers bought at? Like
Macy's or some shit.
Nah,
like, not Macy's, but Pampers, but like
Nah, but-
shit like that.
but this say Pampers,
grocery
right?
stores.
You
Okay,
bought-
the
at
most
the
general
supermarket,
part
exactly.
about it. Okay, so
You know what I'm
You
saying?
feel what I'm saying?
So
So
you'll
those
be-
places you know that are gonna be kind of like around. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then all right, who's controlling the supermarkets? You got this company, this company, this company, this company. And
Gas
that's
stations.
and the same thing goes with gas. Which oil company is giving gas to which company? You feel what I'm saying? So it's like who's making them? It's almost like watching basketball in a sense where it's like who's leading in assists, who's leading the league in steals, who's leading the league in rebounds, who's leading the league in points. You looking
You
at
just
all
try
these
to follow
different things,
those
and
people.
and you try to fill in the bucket. You know what I'm saying? With whatever interests you. You know what I'm saying? Like if a nigga like to give assists, nigga give assists. If a nigga like to score, nigga like to score. You feel what I'm saying? It's the same way.
Okay. So that's good. I think
That's just how I choose.
I think
You know
I
what
got
I'm
a
saying?
good idea of what's going on. So
With the crypto though, it's
yeah, I'm
like
about to say like back to what's going on. Like
But the
what's going on
crypto
with
is- so Bitcoin went on a surge. You feel me? And
Cause I heard like
Yeah.
everybody was talking that shit the other day. Like
Yeah,
yo,
it went on a-
Bitcoin went up, nigga.
it went on a
You
surge.
missed the boat,
bro.
nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck, nigga, I don't know what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? They talking crazy. One of my mans, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say his name, but he was talking foul. Like, nigga, I
Yeah.
don't know what you gonna do, cuz.
Yeah.
You missed the boat, nigga. I'm like, alright,
bro.
say that. But you saying this shit going back down right now.
Yeah, I mean, from compared to the surge that happened over the last 2 weeks, you feel me?
right.
It took 2 days for that shit to lose about 6,000 in value. So I think it went low, like a little low, like to 33 or something like that.
Yeah.
But it didn't totally go lose everything that you
No,
gained.
It's not back at that 20, right?
It's not
Right,
back
right,
at that 20.
Right, right. And that's a difference.
I don't think it's ever going to go back
I don't
there.
think so either.
So it's like if you early if you getting in now still
Yeah.
because it's relative compared to
Like yeah,
when
in
it
the
took
time-
off
Yeah.
to where it's at right now. It's like it's still relatively early. Like the companies are starting to try
It's
to.
not like Uber right
You know what I
now,
mean?
like Uber smoke in a way like that.
I mean, but see the thing is, alright. So remember what I said earlier about the certain companies doing certain things.
Mhm.
So in regards to the cryptocurrency space, right? The big news about 2021 as far as stocks is concerned is Coinbase going public, going on the stock market, on the stock exchange.
Like for real.
Yeah, so now when they IPO, that's going to cause a different thing for
And for the
crypto.
people that might not understand what IPO is, let me get that.
Initial public offering.
Okay.
So basically,
When they do their initial public offering.
right, they
Okay.
got enough money to be able to sell their stocks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, to investors and be able to, in a sense, pay out dividends. But not every company pays out dividends, but they getting so much money, it's just they're able to give away shares
Right.
of their company.
Buy a couple shares if you got the money. I understand. Okay.
So they put it to the public, you know what I'm saying? Our business is more like private sector.
So your
Because
question
it's
was
startup.
what? Your question was what again? How does the new presidency affect the stock market?
Yeah, like, well, not just the stock market, just economics in general. Like how y'all think it's going to, because
Like Trump had his little policies.
So I did the
and all that
math,
shit.
right? I did the math, and in total, according to what is like a what if projection, so to say,
Right.
if they was to give us another 2,000 in the stimulus, that would be $3,800 that they have given the U.S. public.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? However many months it's been pandemic time or whatever the case may be. Now, I'm trying to understand why they feel like $3,800 might even be reasonable in what way. You feel what I'm saying? But if they changing up certain laws, or if they changing up, they being able to pass certain legislation, it makes me think like that 3,800 is probably the new basis that you should keep in your savings account alone. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Right. You should at least
because
have
of
this.
because of years of inflation of before, you could say a couple years back, probably like in 2010. You know what I'm saying? If you had $1,000 in your savings account and then you was able to cover your monthly expenses or whatever the case may be, you should. You know what I mean? It's a good nest egg that you should just have on a general.
Right.
You feel me? But the inflation of just the global economy, not even what's going on just here, it make me think that in the U.S. specifically, you gotta have a minimum of $3,800 in your account in case an emergency, in case
That sounds about
whatever. You feel what I'm saying?
decent. On some just real quick. I
Yeah.
got yeah.
Because right now,
At
it's-
least.
right now, what they get, what
And
they
that's
gave out
at
already,
least.
what they gave out already is 1,200 and then a 600.
Right.
That puts you at 1,800, right?
Uh-huh.
So now if they give another 2,000, that would total about 3,800. So that's the speculation and that's going on in the news. So I would think like, damn. And this is this morning. I was having my
So
oatmeal.
you feel like stocks are gonna go up, or you feel like stocks are gonna? You're asking like, are they gonna go up
Well,
on the crypto side?
it's just interesting what's like just economically, period, because Donald Trump told it
He
this.
devalued. He devalued
You
us.
feel what I'm
is
saying? That's what I'm saying.
saying.
He,
So
he told it this. He told it this business acumen that unfortunately, you know what I'm saying.
It
we
might be
see-
a good thing though.
That's what, and this is what this is
It might
my
be a
point.
good thing.
So it's like, all right, if you got the minimum of 3,800 in your
Mm-hmm.
account, and they keeping the FHA loan
Mm-hmm.
on 100,000, you could control that with that 3,800.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the minimum. That's the minimum. So it's like, all right, maybe everybody should start there. Like instead of trying to figure out, all right, what should I do next, or how should I do something, or how should I do something, nigga, just get 3,800 in your savings. You know what I'm saying? Just in case of a rainy day. Then after that, you'll feel a little
You
more
got
comfortable.
more than that than you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
get
now
better.
you could, you know, take care of whatever bills you got, where it's at in the third, whatever business you trying to make, invest in it. Whatever
Right.
stocks you want to contribute to, you can invest in it. Because you got that nest egg that's there, chilling, you know what I'm saying? In case anything go down or whatever, you can bust a dance move.
So
Not too
what would
crazy,
you?
but
What
something
would
that
you?
should at least get you out the situation that you're in real quick, temporarily. Depending on the situation.
That's just what I think because of based off what they gave us so far.
See, it's
Right.
crazy because not a lot of people.
And that still
even
depends on the
have
situation.
38. Some people may not have that 38 in their bank account.
That's that's
right?
true.
And so that right there.
That's
like,
true. That's
so
very true.
Even then, they would even have to save up 3,800 and go basically. I don't want to say bury it, but put it aside and start over. You know what I'm saying? Start over.
But it takes
again.
that discipline.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
for the common man to be able to do. For 10 common people to have 3,800 on deck, you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
To
10
even
men that have
a conversation
3,800.
about their stocks or their, like I'm moving these stocks. I'm moving this money this way. Yeah.
Nah, before you even get there,
Okay.
you got your 3,800. Yeah, I got my 3,800. You got your 3,800. You got your 3,800. Yeah.
Before you even start the
Right.
conversation.
So now, So now we know that the entry it's like a good
Bands right there.
poker game. You feel what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The high yield joint. All right. The entry fee is $1 million cash. I was watching James Bond Casino Royale the other day. You know what I'm saying? It was just it's like that. So 1,000 might get, you know what I'm saying? 1,000 might be good for a college student. You know what I mean? College student is able to get 1,000 in their account.
So
Right.
what's some?
Now, I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional financier. I'm not. This is not professional advice.
It's all we
that
just
I'm giving,
opinionated. We
but
understand
it's-
we're
yeah, this is just-
speculating.
Yeah.
We don't got all the fucking answers. It's for y'all to go outside and do your own research and
Right.
figure it out on your own.
Send the information
You know
back
what I'm
to us.
saying?
You know what I
Right.
mean?
If there are some accountants watching or some
That's
people
right.
that know
Give
what's
us
going
the info. You know
Send
what
it
I mean?
on in.
That's right.
You know what I'm
That's right.
saying? Word.
Give us the info. We
just
need
trying
to know
figure it
more.
out.
We need to know more.
I ain't gonna front 38. I ain't gonna lie though. So if it's at if Bitcoin is at between 30 and 35 racks right now.
So that means if you hit imagine if you hit a lick one time. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even trying to not even talking about no hitting no lick or that.
No, I'm just saying like you really come
Bro,
up
if I
somehow
put
some way.
35 racks down on
Yeah,
a
on one
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Yo, listen, I can't let go of that coin for like the next maybe 10, 20 years.
Yeah.
You know, like because
Y'all see that and just look away. Just keep looking, but you know what I'm saying? Don't do nothing.
not for nothing. Like you already see people put their energy into their cribs, their cars, their clothing, just to scuff it up or to get a hole in the wall to go patch it. This is a coin that I can't see or pocket of money that I'm putting in, and eventually somewhere down the line.
Just add it up.
It's
it-
just
it'll
like that
add up.
3,800 though.
Yeah.
You put that 3,800 in the high yield
Boy.
savings account. That's what it is. That's what Bitcoin is. It's a high yield saving account with an asterisk.
I'm
You know what I'm saying?
gonna
That
hit them with
shit
the-
might go down.
Somebody, yo, listen, no
But it's,
funny,
it
you
might
got
go
that?
up too.
You got that? Yo, you got 3,800? Nah, son, I spent that putting it away genuinely. Genuinely, you know what I mean? To be able to be
$30
like,
purchase.
to honestly be like, yeah, yo, I might be 50 now. You know what I'm saying? And hey, yo, remember that 3,800 you asked me for a minute ago? Yeah, go right here. Like that, but it's really crazy to even know, cause so before people really started getting loud with the cryptocurrency and all of the different genres of it, you know what I'm saying?
They know that shit
Bitcoin,
too.
like
That's
yeah,
the
a lot of
fuck
people
too.
I've heard it, you know what I mean? So yeah, you know, we've grown up around the stocks and stuff like that, and just on that level, I've worked with people and I've seen people go buy stock and go cash out. You know, it might have made $400 or $500, $1,000, $2,000.
Just fucking with it.
They go cash out. I don't want to do that. And I also, and that is to say, like you said, the discipline, because I don't want to do that to be like, damn, ooh, it got shiny, it got big.
I got 400 in there. I put this and I put $30. I got
Bro,
400 some shit.
because that energy that I put in, like I got a couple nice, I didn't put a lot into a certain amount of stocks, but they brought me some bread back, and I didn't put a lot into Bitcoin, but Bitcoin brought me something back, and I just be sitting there looking sometimes like, nah, I'm gonna hold, like I'm gonna sprout 5 or 6 gray hairs before I touch that right there, because sometimes that's how I'm looking. If it looks that nice, then I need to wait longer because it'll come more into,
Smarter.
you know what I mean? And then as I'm learning.
But then at the
about-
same thing with stocks though, that's the funny thing about stocks. It's damn near like a gamble because you really
gotta
don't
watch
know.
the market.
You have to just
You
watch.
gotta
You have
watch
to
it.
keep
Gotta watch
watching.
it,
That's why I
yeah.
said like you can't even like do that shit and turn
I kept
around.
hearing
Like,
this
you gotta
guy-
keep peeking back because you
What
have
is
to
that?
make
And be able
sure.
to analyze.
If God
what-
forbid some
what would
shit
they
fuck
call
up,
it?
you gotta be able to
Bulls
grab
riding?
your money.
What were they calling that thing? The bull. I heard this guy was like, yeah, you just gotta make it past something, and then you'll be in the bulls rising. So he was, and I think he was such a certain time the stock just it down, but he was like, then on the flip he was like, it's up, and when it's up, and you just gotta. He was like, you gotta be paying attention to the fluctuation, and so he just threw it at me. He was like, what do you like? I said, what do you mean? And he was like, boom, pointing at my shoes or pointing at my shirt, and then he was like, look around. So I started looking around, so I started seeing it that way, and then, you know, that's just different from the crypto. Learning the crypto and the Bitcoin is something different, you know what I mean? But from the stocks and stuff like that, I started maneuvering through, and then you'll even start to see, like Price said, you said Pampers, we say supermarket, you say who's the CEO of it, you find out, and it'll even tell you how many people are in there, the
Yeah, all the employees,
shareholdings,
how many
you
shares.
know what I'm saying, all of them things
Yeah.
right there. You feel me? And that'll kind of, and
Yeah, because if you about to, you're a part of that company technically. You got shares in that
It's
shit. You got
public.
stocks. Yeah, especially if it's a
Public
public
information.
information. It's a public entity.
Yeah.
So it's like, you about to buy into that. Yeah. Oh, how many niggas is there? How many who work there? Oh, who's the boss? Oh,
That's
you
the
do it? Oh,
initial-
that's so and so.
That's the
Okay,
money
okay.
for the initial public offering. So when they raise that money from investors, they able to like, all right, look, now we can go public. You know what I'm saying? Our business is tight enough to be like, all right, we can go be on the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ, whatever stock exchange, whatever you want. You feel me? After a company is able to do that, you figure they got different. It's their money is being cash flow with them not even working directly in that particular thing. You feel what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
They just the owners of it.
yeah.
So it's like we got these corporations in our neighborhoods, and if you think about it, we could do the same exact thing that they do. They just have the more they have
More resources, like you said.
available resources at hand. They 3,800 is times 25. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? Million. You know what I mean?
On at hand.
Yeah, right
Give me that
there.
real quick.
Yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
if we start with
Really,
like,
give me
yo, I got a little $3,800 savings account. You know what I'm saying? I was able to stack that. Then I get all my other financial houses in order. And I'm able to invest in the stocks or in the crypto and make a splash in it to where it's like you said, I'm holding it till I got
Bro,
gray
'cause
hairs.
understand this, not to
Yeah.
cut you. One of my mans bought a car, bro. spent racks on the car. And I was like, nah, you gotta keep that forever. Like, nobody's ever gonna buy that vehicle for that price. I was
Right,
like,
that you bought.
you're
They don't
better
look
off
at it
putting
like how
your
you
money
may look at it.
into this right here and actually knowing that I can sit on this, you know what I mean? And I be trying to watch, you know, how companies are doing on their financial level, because that can tell how your stock is gonna go too. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
If
right,
they're
right.
doing good,
You doing
then
good.
you're doing good, because then they're able to, your stock is able to rise and all of that is able to
And
gain.
that's when it come down to like the legislation in certain areas, like, you know what I mean? All that little tax shit and anything that has to do with
And
finance.
over time you'll learn, you'll because
We ain't really learned that
you
shit.
didn't learn it, right? But this is what
So it's like to study that shit is like,
because it's your bread, no funny. That's how I look at it. Your bread, like sometimes
that's
that's
why
how
you
I look at
gotta
it.
know the shit.
We've been accustomed to the tangible, so when you do put your bread out to something like that you don't know about, and you do be like, yo, hey, yo, Price, yo, Envy, yo, what's that?
Right.
Because I ain't gonna front, it's almost like that leap of faith thing. Sometimes we're just like, yeah, we heard it a bunch of times, never even consumed it, and you just take a jump out there, but then you start to go consume, like, oh, all right, this is this, like you said, the taxes.
After you do your money, you start to see what's really going on. You start to learn more about it. You
Yeah,
start to really read
and-
into what you just invested your money into. Then it make more sense. I understand. Okay. That's,
I tell you.
that makes a lot of sense to me.
You
I'm
gotta
about to
get
really-
our bread right, y'all.
Yeah, gotta get your bread right.
Gotta
I'm about
get
to
the
really get on my
finances
bullshit
up.
with that. Like next time we talk, it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, on that type of level. I'm gonna have some shit.
I
to
be
say,
seeing those
but,
little
you know what I'm saying?
financial chart breakdowns.
Get
Those things.
3,800. Let's get 3,800. That'll be the goal. Let's raise some, you know what I'm saying? Raise that capital up in the sense.
Financial betterment.
And that's the roll up, bro. We'll be right back.
Bow, bow.
You are now tuned in to a Flex podcast. You know the vibes.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Envy on the Flex Podcast. We flexing.
Bow, bow, bow,
We
bow.
back.
And it's a flex once again. Whoa.
And
We
it's
stepping
on
in.
me, man. It's on
With-
me.
The flex. No pun
Straight
intended.
up, yo, Silverback Envy. You know
Bow.
what I'm saying?
Come on,
Alright,
man.
yo,
Kick us
so
off, man. Kick us off.
Really, you know,
Fire this up.
I think mine's is based off of everybody. Like, yo, you got a nice little selection of music, you know. So the influence that music has on me, you know what I mean, and it can have on you as well. I picked 3, but I'm gonna leave 1 out. All right, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna throw that in later. You feel me? So. This man here, let me just start with my first one, yo. Get this out the way now. One of my first songs, and it really goes off of.
You trying to hold shit back. That's the fucked up part about it. You sit there trying to be real.
dancing over there. Let me get my thoughts right. Right here.
You looking over the shoulder at niggas.
Like, yo. Listen, nah, so it's by Nip. Shout out. It's I Don't Stress Out.
Okay.
Now, I ran across this song in.
Oh, you don't stress out?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So before I ran across this song, excuse me, I feel like I was just wild, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And when I ran across, I would always stress out. I needed this particular song. I remember just sitting, chilling with my boy Chase, and he was like, "Yeah, you
Every
ever
other
heard this?"
episode, we do nip appreciation.
I'm telling you, yo. Listen,
It's gonna come back to Nip a lot, y'all.
yeah. Like, so
Word.
he like, "Yeah, you ever heard this Nip? You always listen to Nip." I'm like, so he puts out this I Don't Stress Out joints. I'm saying, like, I never heard that before. Dissection mode, like, you know what I mean? So one of my lines, I'm just gonna go to it real quick. Yeah, of course, of course. We're already right here with it. So he said, "Look, I never fold under mental pressure. I get better, ain't no code to your misconception. I'm just special. This is an OD to my intersection. And God bless and save my souls for my imperfections." I really had liked that part right there. You know what I mean? Like,
Tell us why you like that part.
Alright, so when songs got a lot of meaning, and you could only imagine numerous thoughts on what this person
That's a fact.
was thinking about, you know what I mean? So before running into this and calling yourself the big bad wolf, you know what I mean? This is a song that put me in my place, like, nah, like, I was folding, you know what I mean? I was stressing out, you know what I mean? And it's crazy to where the very things that you would say, you know what I mean? Like, later on in the song, he was like, I catch my wind around this 10th round, nigga. So I was like,
That's my favorite bar.
that's one of my favorite joints,
That's
too,
my
'cause-
favorite bar of that song.
because there are these moments in your life where you feel like, yeah, like I caught my second win or my third win or my fourth win, and then this song right here was like, nah, I think I jammed to it for like 7-8 months.
Yeah, it be like that.
Applied it to my workout. Like there were moments in my workout.
And it got that high intensity that.
yes.
And then it do that drop, it go silent for a minute,
Bro.
and then that shit come right back and like
you ever,
boom.
you ever just listening
said,
to
"Rah,
lyrics
rah."
that you know? You know what I mean?
It be a double one.
My
You know,
other
so-
joint? Nah, man.
Be a double one.
I'm only giving you those two right there, cause I could
alright,
just
that's it?
I could just I want to give you those two, and I want to
Okay.
and I'm gonna leave my third for later. So my
Okay.
my second, but we gonna go back to I Don't Stress Out. You feel me? Yo, Nip again. It's questions. But it's the old school joint. So he was like, look. Now ask yourself a question: is you really, is you fake? Do you sell a nigga dreams, or do you stand on what you say? When they ask you where you from, do you bite your lip and hesitate, or do you step back and chuck your hood in their face? You know what I'm saying? That's like just you. Like I'm not trying to tell you nothing, and I'm representing me. You know what I'm saying?
That's like episode 4 when we was talking about so-called and a stand-up so-called.
Mhm.
I mean, a stand-up person and a so-called stand-up person. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because that was the last episode we talking about Nip, but
I give you a song that's
that's I feel like that's what right there in that bar he's expressing that emotion of going through those obstacles and how you able to face them in a sense where it's like,
do you sell a nigga?
you feel what I'm saying? Do you sell a nigga a dream, or are you really solid about?
And are you standing on what you
You
say?
feel what I'm
like,
saying?
like-
Yeah.
Mhm. See, but I want to leave that one alone because we're going to come back to the questions. So, on the I Don't Stress Out, you know, when, like I said, when people hear me listen to certain music, and they've asked me, there's certain songs that I listen to constantly, you know what I mean? But I Don't Stress Out was one of them songs that you really, you know, for me, I really need to hear. I say again, you know, I use this song in working out, you know what I mean? And say when he does, like we both like that part when he comes into, I catch my second win around the 10th round, nigga. You know what I mean? That's minutes into the song. You know what I mean? When you're listening to the very words of what the person is saying, like I say, you don't know what they're going through, how they're feeling, you know what I mean?
But they're able to put it in the music
In
to
the-
where it applies in your
The
life too.
relation, and in the relation went so far as I put it into my workout. Like when I'm working out, I don't stress out. The strain that the workout is putting on me. You can see the stress. I'm sweating over here. God damn it!
Right.
Like I ain't screaming, help me. I'm not screaming it, but
So you said those two songs. You said
so I don't stress out. For me was relation to the workout, relation to life. When I'm dealing with people, like I say, I don't know how they deal with people. You know what I mean? So for me, I try not to stress out with a lot of. It might be. You might be living with your mom, or you might be living with your aunts or your roommates or something like that. Dishes in the sink. Crib always dirty. Reading a book. You know what I'm saying? Going through school, trying to get a degree or something like that. You know what I mean? Being disciplined, understanding that the stress is gonna come, and don't stress out about it. The song really be like, nah, bro. check yourself again real quick. There might be a few things, and I liked it because, like I said, the more that I applied it, you know what I'm saying? This is kind of
It's certain Nipsey songs that I ain't gonna front. It's just law.
I was
It's
just about to mention like
yo,
one
certain
that
Nip
relates
songs
to
is just like it's like really law to your like existence in making it out of your current situation to a new situation, whatever that might be for you. Like, you know what, I want to put a goal in place, and I want to make it there, and like, you know what I'm saying, like manifesting that energy. Your playlist got a couple Nip joints on it, you know what I'm saying?
You got me over here wanting to add an extra song. And
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
And I'm only trying to get y'all 3 right
way
now,
the
yo.
way, and it's like I would say the way that he delivered the message was, it was clear, straight to the point, and just so happened he knew how to make it rhyme with it too.
On a song for me that relates to that
And it's
that
like-
same note would be, it's another Nip song. It'd be like that's how I knew. Like, therefore, like, he's not mainly saying don't stress out, but the message is clear. Like it's some type of tribulation, but at some point, like, yo, listen,
Check it.
I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Y'all done took
I'm
all
more
my
than this.
songs.
Yeah, because it's like, yo,
'Cause
that's,
those are
that's
songs I
really a
would've
song
got
for
on
me.
my
Like,
play- yeah.
like that's not an everyday song for me. I don't bump that every day because that's like one of my gems. Like, I go to that like when I'm not bad. When I want to stay grounded, when I'm dealing with a lot of bullshit. It's like, you know, I don't want to hear that.
So
I
even
want
on
to hear some real shit.
even on questions. So he got, is you stacking or is you lost in satisfaction? Now ask that your nigga, excuse me, my fault. It says, now ask that your nigga or a snake, is that your nigga or is that a snake in disguise? If that nigga gives you advice, that'll lead to your demise. There's just some questions. So even that little part right there, it's like, sometimes the people that you're around, you know what I'm saying? Like, pay attention to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, give yourself some real questions. I ain't gonna front. Even later in the song, I want to find that joint too, yo, because he was like, it was like, I will kill without a cause, death before dishonor, for your niggas go hard. Now ask yourself a question. Is that a snake in disguise, or is that some nigga that will lead to your demise? You know what I'm saying? So just again, like, and that was just on some gangbanging shit. Like, when we were kids, you know, yeah, you want to roll this route right here. You know what I mean?
And most people from, you know, a certain spot or a certain place in life, we could definitely recognize, we could understand those type of things. You know what I'm saying? But not to cut you, I want to ask you, like,
What up?
you give me some songs, like some influential shit, some shit that put you in a certain, not even influential, it's something that, what's your go-to? What's a couple of songs that put you in the bag? You know what I'm saying? It could be old, it could be new, it could be something that came out yesterday, it could be something that came out in 1999.
Like right now, I would say, cause you know music changes, right? So
Right.
it's like new songs come out.
That's
all the
why.
time.
That's
Right?
why I
How does
said.
it
That's
all-
why I
it's
said.
a good way
Like, you don't
as
gotta
well.
be afraid to be like,
So
yo,
no,
this some
but
shit
look.
that came out yesterday.
So
That's
no,
that got me
no.
in my bag right now.
But it's certain songs like at this moment in my life, you feel what I'm saying, that like kind of hit different from versus when I might have been younger, and those hit. So it's like I probably got one from each like generation of how I was listening to music. Like one from when I was like, I would say my early years of listening
Give
to
me a
hip-hop.
favor, or give me something that's on
Alright,
the top
my
of your
fa-
brain.
So my favorite from, I would say that part, like from growing up. I'm born in '90, so I've been here for 30 years, right? So you figure it was a lot of hip hop that came out.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Definitely was.
But
that was definitely one of them periods.
my
where
first
hip-hop
song
was
from
fire.
that particular age, I would say from like the first 10 years of my life, I would say Feeling It. And it's a tie
That was
between
something
that
for me.
and
Feeling it.
If I Ruled the World. Those two songs came out like close.
Mhm.
I remember, when
Okay.
I was a kid, I probably was probably like 6 years old or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? So both of those songs was probably like heavy in my pops. I'm sitting in the back seat. My pops is cruising around, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
And those are the songs that I'm listening to.
More
So-
like, that's another
Nostalgia.
segment. Like, that's almost like, cause we all got like life soundtracks. Like,
Yeah, so that's mine from that
got
era.
some
That's
things.
why.
That's mine from that
I
era.
give y'all a funny life soundtrack that it's probably funny, but we all got this shit if you in a certain age group, in my age group. Anything with Ja Rule and Ashanti is gonna bring you back to a certain
a certain point in your life.
anything with Ja Rule and
Ja Rule
Ashanti
had
is gonna throw you all the way back.
No,
They had a nice run.
But you know what else going? You know what
They had
else?
a nice run.
You know
I
what
gotta
else?
give
You
it
know
to
what
them.
else
Ain't that here
throws
with
me
them
too
niggas?
though? Is that I got a lot of siblings, so being that and I have older siblings, so they're
This shit might be different.
yo,
shit might
they
be
are
different 'cause-
KRS-One,
Right,
you know
exactly.
what I'm saying?
It's
Old
different.
school Fugees, you know what I'm saying?
Comment
Method
below,
Man,
man,
you know
your
what I'm
life
saying? Like,
soundtrack or just a couple of songs, like the songs
So-
that motivate you. If it's
yeah.
one song, if it's two, comment below, man, in the comments, man. Well,
yeah, the music, all of that music right there. I feel like right now being so shicey.
get to your
man,
third
like-
song, nigga.
No, because my third song is gonna come later, man.
This
I'm
nigga
you
trying
know,
to come back
nah,
to it
He
like
acting
we
like
gonna be
we
somewhere
play-
else.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying. Like we
Nah.
gonna.
He acting like we playing cards right now.
Nah.
I'm gonna wait to the second hand.
Nah.
I pass on this.
Listen, because I could just questions and I don't stress out. If we went through it, right, and we went through section by section, for each of us. That's why I feel like when you was asking him what he was asking, for me, I don't stress out, right?
Right.
I guess the my most physical way that I can kind of get to it was in the workout. That's a good song to play. Oh yeah? Let's find out if
That's
you
why
don't
I
stress
say.
out.
That's
You
why
know
I
what I'm
said.
saying? Oh yeah?
Those two songs right there, like just as a kid.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
right.
what it brings me. And listening to them now as an adult,
Mhm.
you can hear like where those particular artists were in that particular moment. Like you mentioned before, like you know what I'm saying. They might step into the booth and they spin it from their perspective, but the resignation inside you like, damn, that's a wicked way that they put that together. Like that's a smooth way that they designed exactly how they felt and put it out to the public. You feel what I'm
Structured
saying?
it correctly, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Correctly, because whenever I think it's just regardless of any of the music that I'm listening to, like I say, if it's like people have walked past and hear me listening to whether it be some jazz or it be some slow
I got three of those
R&B,
too.
You
I
know
got
what I'm saying?
three of
Like,
those too.
I'm being shiesty over here with my music. I ain't fronting. 'Cause
So we saying the three songs that influence us
Mhm.
in certain
in
parts.
certain times of life,
like the three most influential songs in your life.
like the maybe okay.
So yours right now
from
is
like 2016, from like
That's tough.
2016.
you gave two
That's
already.
tough.
I gave
probably-
two, and I'm
songs
over here
that
holding
don't
up my
even
What
know
about
nerves.
you?
Like,
I got one.
There's too many
I got one A and
songs.
one
it
B on the
is,
board.
but you know what I'm saying.
I got one A and one B on the board.
Mhm.
Where you at? What's your three?
Damn, like that's a lot of.
'Cause we
But
gotta
you-
try to
hold
squeeze this
on,
three
hold
out of here.
on, hold
Pause.
on. Yeah, we gonna get them, but
Pause.
yours is
I'm trying to think.
youthful time. I'm talking.
No,
I'm talking
but-
about the last 5 years. We're
Oh, you talking about
2021.
last-
I'm-
you talking about
we're
last 5 years?
No. Hear what I'm saying. I'm saying these particular three songs
That are influential.
I have been like, yo, listen, that last song is my pocket song. Like, yo, if you can't really hear me, like, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But I don't stress out. I had to understand that I need to kick that
I didn't
feeling of
get to
stressing
that.
out.
Bone Thugs.
You know what I'm saying?
But it didn't mean
It's a what?
anything.
It's a what?
It didn't. Bone Thugs. I used to fuck with Bone Thugs hard. Like, but like in the beginning, like if we talking about, we going back. I was
See, but he
we going
went
I'm
back.
not. Nah, it's not that I'm going because I'm thinking
back.
that y'all-
I know.
I'm thinking that you
can
saying
that
the
shit out of
three most
nowhere, like-
influential joints that you could
Okay.
say that whenever you feeling in your bag, I know I could
See,
pull
but then
these
I
three up the
couldn't
top.
say that.
Okay,
I
oh,
couldn't
that's
because
different.
That's
because
what I thought you were
Yo,
saying.
listen,
You
y'all,
didn't
because
say
if
no
that was
5
the case,
years and
nah,
nothing like that.
because
You stole
I
one.
used the
Feeling
last.
it.
I literally used the
Feeling
last.
it.
That's what I
top
said.
five.
Feeling
Feeling
it
it's
in-
top
in-
five.
If I rule the world, but
Feeling it is
bro,
top
those
five.
two right there is one A and one B for me. You feel what I'm saying? I could visually see my life
This is not
when
even
I
in
hear
order
those
neither.
songs.
This is
See,
not
that's
in
what I'm
order.
saying. Nah,
Feeling it.
then you gonna
It's
go
1A and
berserk.
1B
Random
for
shit
me.
too.
You gonna go berserk.
Nah, but
March
then
Madness.
if I go two,
Fuck.
if I would say
That's
two,
money shit though. Like that's when I don't give a fuck. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm on some. I'm getting money in the rain. You know what I'm saying? Niggas left me. You know what I'm saying? Niggas
Bro,
left me
that's
out.
like, but even when I was a kid,
I got the money now. I got to stunt. You know what I'm saying? That's when I'm in that bag.
yo,
Like,
listen, that's
I don't care. I'm going back
Yo,
to March
hey, yo,
Madness.
it's-
But my-
yo.
you say March Madness is what, number one for you?
That's like on some money shit. Like when
Yeah.
I got
See, I can't do that because I'm not, and I'm not
Alright,
even trying.
so that's your one. Not you
It's-
named
it's-
it.
it-
You
it's
named
all-
it. You named
but
it
that's
for your
on some
reason.
money
He
shit,
gave
though,
his
like-
for his reason. He said, "Yo, I want to work out. This, that, and the third, and that's what I listen
But
to.
that's one of the songs.
You
though.
saying for
Well, no,
because
that's not the song. That's not the
said
number one song. I
nostalgia
said this
of
is
your
out of order.
song last 5 years.
Oh my goodness.
Nah, son, cause you
Bro,
got
let me
my man ready to really be like, yeah, I got March Madness, I got Lil Wayne, I'm over. You got me over here like, yo, son. Nah, I want to take back these, and I know these
No,
songs
'cause I
right
was
here.
listening
That's why I feel like
these
that's
songs
why.
stabbed me right where I needed
Yeah.
to be stabbed
Yeah.
at that time.
But
in
it's different.
life.
Like it's
And
different moods.
you know
Though.
what I
Like
mean?
I have
Yeah.
songs like I got songs.
Like that's what it did. That's
what I'm
what
saying.
Like,
That
I know those stabbed you to correct. I'm just saying like up.
I got the next two.
I'm
is-
a
What's
drop
up?
a bomb
What's up?
for you.
What's up?
I ain't
On
gonna
some,
get there.
on
Y'all
some,
niggas never
on
want
some
me to
one
talk.
day, on some,
What's up
on
with
some,
that?
on some. I would like to find love one day. Type shit.
Common. I got my man Common with
Lauren
Mary
Hill,
J.
Lauren Hill can't take
Common
my
and Mary
eyes
J.
off
Blige.
you. On some, you know what I'm saying? On some, I would like to find love.
I ain't
When
gonna
I'm
front.
over there,
Mine
it's
is-
Lauren Hill
if
can't
we
take
saying
my
that-
eyes
if
off
you
you. But
saying
that's
that-
like super, like that's.
My joint.
I don't pull that out.
My joint for that situation. If you saying like that,
Right,
Yeah,
that
once
was
he
it.
get a
Yeah,
Music
song.
Soul Child.
maybe.
Just Friends. That right. That do
See, we can't be doing this.
That
We
right
cannot
there.
be doing this.
That right there.
But
Once
look,
you
see,
hear that.
But look, I ain't gonna front. So
You
as
see?
a kid, but look, see how you, I like that though. So look though. So
Come
look though.
on.
See, but see, I see
Nigga,
something
break it
different.
down.
And I love that song, but don't get me wrong, you know what it is though? See the old school
Yo.
joint where
I'm trying to show you.
here we go.
I hate it.
I love the beat. I love all of it. And there's plenty of music Soul Child. It's
What's
so-
your third song?
Yeah,
I'm not
because you
giving it
over there
up.
capping. So
I'm
you
not-
can't be all on.
What's your third
I'm
song,
not
King?
giving it up.
Alright, man.
I'm not giving
Dun,
it
dun,
up.
dun, 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 dun. Hey. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, that's a fucking flex, y'all. We need that.
You are now tuned in to a Flex podcast. You know the vibes.
Closing arguments. Bow, bow, bow. We fucking back. Don't worry about none of that, but we back, man.
Yo,
So
we
Flex,
back,
you already
y'all.
know.
What up, man?
Yeah, with the closing arguments, man. So I just want to shout out to Dr. Dre, because we heard some unfortunate news stating that he was hospitalized for, I think, a brain aneurysm or something to that, allegedly. And he's recovering right now, but I just wanted to, send a shout outs to him or whatever. But other news,
Dr. Dre.
right, shout outs to Dr. Dre, right. But another news, his wife now. So basically, he's going through legal battles with his wife now.
While struggling through this little situation.
While
all
struggling,
going
which
through
is
it,
it's all unfortunate. All of this is unfortunate for both parties. But we hear this is public news. He's going through legal battles with his wife. And I guess, there's a divorce situation going on. I don't know how far through it they are, but I guess at some point she was asking for 42 mil.
Mm-hmm.
At some point he was trying to deny it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so we get to a point to where I guess she was asking for $2 million. Am I correct? We got the
Yeah, so they battle was she wants some type of temporary support, like $2 million worth of support until like April or something like that.
Yeah.
And then she out here talking about, and you gotta pay my legal fees and all that. It come up to like another $5 million.
Yo,
So
that's $7 billion.
She's wildin'.
Yeah,
So my man's just like, yo, listen, I'm gonna give you the $2 million. You know what I'm saying? We've been together damn near 25 years. You feel what I'm saying? Just in case you ain't know that.
Right.
What's her name? Nicole Young or something like that? So they've been together for a very long time. Like she talking about it's irreconcilable or something like that.
Yeah.
My man holding you down with the $2 million. But all that
That's
other
a lot
stuff.
of money.
That's a lot of money.
You know how many times that's 3,800? That's 526 times that I think you get 3,800 out of $2 million.
That's real math, y'all. Look it up.
The only crazy thing about that is, yo, I ain't gonna front. For me, it gets a little bit difficult. I'll mess around with that later. But yeah, $2 million for temporary support. You feel
That's
what I'm
tough.
saying? He's giving her that. I don't feel like he should have to pay her legal fees. You know what I'm saying? If you about to say, yo, everything
First of all, let me ask you a question though. How you feel about marriage? Period. That's where we should start from. How you feel about marriage?
Yo, I feel like the camera just started shining.
Can't really do that.
I am not against marriage, y'all.
Right.
All right? I'm not against it. Through certain experiences in my life, it's led me to, not to be a dick again, and you know what I'm saying, this skin complexion, if I'm gonna get it my way, you know what I'm saying, like.
So, okay. Myself,
I want to be.
I'm not against marriage neither. Like,
I'm not. Like, you know what I'm saying?
in a perfect world, right? Me not saying a perfect world because we don't live in a perfect world, right?
Let me show you flex. Let me show you flex.
In the future, I plan on getting married. Like, yeah, like shit turning out well for me. I don't want to be a broke nigga getting married. Like, I want to do something significant before I do that, and I would like to have this partner with me throughout that significant journey. But yeah, like in the future, yeah, I'm not opposed to marriage. I am a young man, you know what I'm saying, young black man, you know what I'm saying. But
so
I tried to get married, bro. I'm
Okay,
telling you, I tried.
You did?
I proposed and all that, bro.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
let me
So
show
it's
you
like,
flex. Let me show you flex.
to me, it's like.
My fault. Let me take that back. I apologize. I'm sorry.
So it's like exactly. You know
Right,
what I'm
you know what
saying?
I'm saying?
So it's like I'm not opposed to it either. It's like I feel like a partner is like
Thank you.
a partner is like this. You got to be able to accept and deal with their best self the best way you know how to. You feel what I'm saying?
As long as they work.
And then they gotta accept it too, in a sense, where it's like, if that person's giving you the best that they got, all of it, you feel what I'm saying? And wherever they may be falling short at, you can help them. That's partnership, in a sense. Like, that's my little, like, example in my brain. So whenever you able to deal with a person in a way where it's like, alright, I'm gonna commit to them for life, because that's what marriage is supposed to be on paper. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. For life.
So it's like,
to be.
yeah, you know what I mean? But we got a high divorce rate in America. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, if you find the right one, according to the Bible, you're lucky. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, always being open to it, there's nothing wrong with it. But it's hard to get married. It's like,
It's tough.
it's just
They
like,
got me over here struggling. Like,
it's
damn,
hard to get
like,
married, yo. You got to think about
It's
it
almost
like,
but see, look, it's like so.
because I think like love is the law, but family is the business. You feel what I'm saying?
I got you.
Like I
It's
heard that
difficult.
once.
So it's difficult because there's so many different things going on. You know what I mean? And you know, just how do I feel about it? We all agreeing basically, like we're not opposed to it. You know what I mean? I feel like by us saying that, it's almost like without us even saying but, it's almost like even with everything that you just broke down, it's almost like.
Oh, why wouldn't you get married though?
You said, why wouldn't I?
I'm not forcing you to, but
Alright, so-
like
If I didn't get married, right, and you made it further than me, right?
yeah.
I was with a female. I might as well have been married to her, and this wasn't even on paper. I was with her that long, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to discredit none of that, you know what I mean? There were just some experiences that taught me a lot about myself, about the opposite sex, you know what I mean? And when I left that relationship atmosphere and now I'm just on a journey of exploration, you know, I'm not gonna front. I learned that there are a lot of different things out there, you know what
I
I'm
would
saying?
agree.
I learned that.
It's like with nowadays with women, is like one thing is them in person. That's their real life, but they able to market themselves in a way that's like no other that we've ever seen before. Was like, and it's almost to the point where you got to know how to communicate
And when you say market themselves, right?
Yeah, like
that is
on the
that,
internet, it's going
bro,
upstairs.
listen,
Like
that is literally.
you know what I mean? Women are putting on them their best selves, or you know what I'm saying, as much as they can on the internet.
On 1 million. On
Yeah.
Instagram. You hear me? Every girl is a Super Saiyan on Instagram.
Yeah, Super Saiyan,
Super
like
Saiyan
bar
12,
none.
you hear me?
Yeah, like
I'm
minimum
talking about,
Super
bro,
Saiyan.
Even the drinks that you know for a
But
fact,
that's what makes
like,
it
yo,
difficult
you're
then.
not it. They are.
That's
it.
what makes
That's
it
what
hard,
makes it
bro.
difficult.
That's
so
what I
check it. So
said.
check it. So when like I say again, if you're an explorer,
But at the same time, if you're able to, let's say, make you choose a Super Saiyan to partner up with, right? And
She's
you know what I'm
going
saying?
nuts.
She raises your chi to a certain, alright, now I'm Super Saiyan 1 right now. You know what I'm saying? Dolo, I'll probably maneuver. She a Super Saiyan, so you know what I'm saying? We Super Saiyan. But now, I feel like, but it should be vice versa too. If y'all able to get each other to Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4, if y'all get to Ultra Instinct together, bro, you know how that go.
You
You
not
got
fucking with
Ultra
that?
Instinct, bro.
I didn't say I wasn't fucking with that. This is what I
You brought in
said.
Super Saiyans, that's why
This is what I
I
said.
forgot to roll with that analogy.
That's fine. No, that was all good with me. I'm just
I'm
saying,
understanding.
my man's made it a step further than I did. You know what I'm saying?
But it gotta be. I tried it. That's why I said
So
it was a
this is
swing
what I'm
and a
saying.
miss.
And like I said, I'm not opposed to it.
Word.
You know what I mean? What I am saying, I guess this is what I'm saying flat out right here. Right now, in this life of mine, I'm shining, and I swear I'm shining single OD hard. Like OD, because I've ran into people that have, this marriage failed, I'm a hoe. And I just stopped them. And I just stopped them like,
Real though.
and I just stopped them like, yo, but listen, I'm not, and that'd be another
They
thing.
level up again.
Yo.
Yo. Super Saiyan
Yo.
13.
Check it.
The comeback
That's
from
the
marriage.
thing, yeah,
Oh
check
my
it,
god! You
check
think they
it,
was
man.
at 12? No, that's
Check
Ultra
it. So when you
Nigga said Ultra Instinct.
I had to
touching
relax
that
them,
ever again.
but you gotta watch tendencies as well. You know what I'm
This is-
saying?
Yeah, I would agree.
So you gotta watch tendencies. So I was like, yo, and I'm speaking from a single point now. You feel me? So in my brain, even before I speak, I'm over here like, damn, whatever I say, it might be fueling this person even more in this route. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty much, I relax them and I'm like, I said, and this is why I said explorer, because I've been using it. So people call you hoes and thoughts and bitches, but when you explore and you start to see the finer things and the difference in things and how fine they are, like I like to use my small little metaphors, you know what I'm saying? Pirates is out here plundering shit.
Right.
Them niggas
It's
are
happening.
explorers. Them niggas is
Facts.
gems, jewels, rubies, gold, all that. You know what I'm
Be
saying?
sick if they hit
And
your shit.
literally, that's what the person is saying. Like, nigga, I'm about to be out here dipping my finger in all the water.
Yeah.
Because that, like I said, you tried it. It didn't, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, whatever the situation may be, this person is immersed in it, and they're over here basically feeling like they're suffocating, like they're not getting to that extra level, powering up to level 13 or whatever with this person or whatever. But they may have also had an experience throughout that time, however long. Hence your Dr. Dre situation. These situations cannot be fixed, you know what I'm saying, after all of this time period and stuff like that. So for my little time period, you know what I'm saying, I'm like, nah, like, I don't want a wife right now. And then sometimes I'm not going to front, like you said, the way that women are marketing themselves. Sometimes when I see them so normal and they still looking good, I'm like, damn. And when I be working, I be funny. I'm so funny. So I'm like, yo, it don't get no better. It don't get no better. And they be like, what? I'm like, well, you're beautiful. I'm just thinking to myself, you know, can a finer woman hit the corner? And they're like, oh, you think I'm fine? And then look, lo and behold, a finer woman hit the corner. And look at me over here giggling with this one, like, look, she's fine.
I think
And she
that's
was like, yeah.
that was God's
Bro.
way. God's way of saying,
Bro.
his, you know what I'm saying. As a man, here's your blessing on this planet Earth. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
you got to have a chance to
Nah,
have a
cause
woman.
alright, so I do say
You know what I'm saying?
I do say
I
sometimes.
feel like women are the epitome of a blessing, because without them, again, you can't be
course.
born.
Can't
you feel
be
what I'm
born,
saying? Without
yeah.
them,
We not even
it's
doing
no
this.
it's no us. You
This
feel what I'm
little
saying?
thingamajig we doing
And of
right
course, according to, just history, you know what I'm saying, marriage has always been one of those things that's within
Jumping the
the
broom,
whatever
all them
religion
joints, right?
is
Yeah.
associated. Yeah, whatever
I
it
got
is.
you.
now. Right.
So I feel like, again, if you are lucky enough to be able to have a partner that
Hold
can
on, not
rise
to
up,
cut you. I'm so sorry.
yeah,
What about 2, 3 partners? Not to even be a jerk. Like people, they have us out here.
That's
and our,
tough.
and
This is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Monogamous.
That's
One
fucking
and
This is what I'm
two.
saying. What I'm
Just-
saying is this. What
I
I'm
ain't
saying
gonna
is,
hold you.
if you lucky enough to find one partner to
Whoa.
be able to say that you want to commit to marriage is one thing, but
Mhm.
there's
Find
there's
multiple.
other super saiyans out there that might you could be their friend, and
Don't even
automatically they just leveling you up.
Mhm.
Super Saiyan 13,
That's a fact.
you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's like that's why that person might be dipping around, because they know, again, the power of being able to have that
And
energy,
after
the
a
feminine
while,
energy around you as a
after
man
while,
is.
it gets tiring.
But-
But
but
like,
you mean-
not
but
right
you know,
now.
you know what else I've learned? Sometimes
bullshit,
even being in that single area, right? You know what I mean?
But to what?
I've learned
If
from,
you got a super saiyan
listen,
a super saint that taught you how to do the Kamehameha, come on, wow.
as
You do
I'm
some crazy ass move in a fight one day, and you like, damn son,
as I'm out there,
I
I see
got
the
that
different-
level one
I see
time.
the different
you know what I
single
mean?
people and stuff
Whoa.
like that, right? You know what I'm saying? There's different statuses of single people, like you're saying. You feel me? Based off of your Super Saiyan level, you know. And I've noticed even them women got their scouters on.
Yeah,
Like they have their scouters on, they're checking the power levels and things like that.
at all times.
At all times. This is the time frame that I've been single.
That
right?
should
I've
you should
learned-
always be checking the power
This is what
levels
I've learned.
too.
The time frame that
Facts.
I've been single, and I'm not knocking. As you're single for a long period of time, even the strongest women come to a respect of like, I see him. You know what I mean? Like he is seen. You know what I mean? Instead of just scout. Let me check his joint. Nah, some of y'all radars cut on. Like, hold up, what was this spike?
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
this spike? Yeah, he's single. Yeah, my man, he's up. He's up. You know, and it is, and we don't have to just be like on some financial thing. It's just like, nah, like my man, they made the level. His level supersedes those things that may be tying you down. So like I said again, I'm really not against it. You know what I'm saying?
My
Just,
energy is crazy. I know that for a fact. Like my
bro. Not against it. Yo,
Yeah.
listen. First of all,
Yeah.
yo,
So I
let me
break
tell you
radars.
something. Let me tell you
Break
something.
radars.
Bro, look,
It's crazy.
look.
It's crazy.
Like you said, these women
Every
be
bitch
out
don't be
here,
having
right?
this scandal on what bitches do, but they
Bro.
don't be.
Yo, they
when
did
they
do.
look-
I went and
but
sat.
when they
I-
look-
where was I going? I think I
We
was going
live,
to.
we live in 2021 though. I ain't
So
gonna front.
9,000.
Niggas got glitches too.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know if I was going to Georgia or North Carolina. I was sitting at the airport,
These got
and
glitches on
the
their radar.
atmosphere at the airport was like,
nigga radar glitch.
like
You start
hold
seeing
up,
the energy was pinging on your airport,
bro.
on your airport run.
The single life, like you said, when you find that right partner, and like, look, there's certain people that are on the spotlight. You know what I mean? You got that white guy that they was knocking all them years ago for having them 5 or 6 wives. You know what I'm saying? Having a polygamous relationship, but his joint, through all of their ups and downs, they're good. You got, again, Brother Polite with his joints. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe my man. I don't know. For me,
One of my mans, I ain't gonna say he from around my way. You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't understand.
He was living good. Yeah,
See?
he was living good.
Yo,
Well-
I'm not knocking. Especially when you've experienced it. I think we need to just stop saying like we're not knocking it. You know what I'm saying? I've experienced it. You know what I mean? Through trial and error.
It's just tough, man. I like
Experience
people.
just
I'm not
wasn't
gonna say
really, you know
females.
what I mean?
People are insecure, so it's just really tough
Yeah, you gotta-
to
I
pull
mean,
that shit off.
at the same time, it's like
people.
No, yeah, no, that's
you gotta
that's
break
a level
through.
two.
You got that's
That's a
societal
real level.
That's a
norms.
level two,
That's
yeah,
like
nah.
a real.
And
That's
it's
why
something,
I
and it's
put it out
something,
there.
it's something sacred too, though.
That's when you were on that
and
I
it's in
am
the
man,
same
you are a woman. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? We are beings on earth. Like, you on that type of brain, like that type of level. You know what I'm saying? With it, like, you ain't just Shaniqua no more. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Don't get me wrong, we all grew up before
You are
even knowing
being from a
anything
planet.
about any stuff like that, man. We see on television growing up, couples, man and woman, television,
Yeah, my mom's a
white
couple,
picket
yeah.
fence with the dog and the kid growing up.
Grew up
You
in
know
the
what I'm
hood,
saying?
though.
Right, you feel what I'm saying? Like, we've all, like, I feel like that's always been, I don't think there's not a single girl on this earth who ain't say she wanted that, get married, husband,
Oh, yeah.
dog,
Yeah,
all
no,
that. I know they
that's
all
the
what they,
common
that's
thing.
like,
That's
Yeah.
what
but
they
some
was
of
selling.
some of the
Yeah.
experiences for, and then I feel like we're men, so we're talking on the men half. You know what I'm saying?
Like you said, that's what we selling as men. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's what it is. We say, yeah, we got the I got protect, provide, and
selling the future.
profess for you.
You know what I had to learn?
Selling-
You know
selling
that,
there you go.
One of the
Future,
smooth things
right.
I had to learn and I had to pick up. I was like, I said it to the girl. I'm like, you know, the
Not like
one
a
thing
future
that make
living,
y'all
like-
that makes y'all a little bit,
I mean,
you know,
family, secure, future.
in my book,
Offspring.
in the way of the superior man. Oh man, it's crazy. Yeah, kill that. But yeah, in the way of the superior man, right? One of the joints says we're men. We're like boats. We have a directive and
A
women-
destination.
A destination. Excuse me. Like, we're directed to a destination. Well, that's what it said in the book. Directed
Yo,
to a
that's
destination.
that's my book right
And-
there, man. Way
and
the
yo.
Superior Man. That's another. Add that one to your collection.
Listen, and it said women are like the ocean, everywhere, at every moment, sporadic, dangerous, beautiful, all of that. And it said what we're trying to do. He said, do you imagine the power of this boat
Right.
trying to direct all of this ocean one way? He said, yo, it's not that it can't be done either. He said, nah. That's like when I said it and then I ran across it later in the book. I said, yo, you know what you women, why do y'all say no when you really mean yes? And the girl smiled. I was like, that's toxic.
That's OD.
I was like, that's toxic. Later I read in the book didn't really hit it as toxic. The book said, your girl gotta tell you when to buy flowers, gotta tell you when to buy chocolates, you know what I'm saying, gotta tell you when to take out. Nah, like, you know what I'm saying? She could tell you, but it would feel better if you
just
knew,
did.
like, you know what I'm saying, you were just here, babe. I was thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? Even if your girl is on your mind every single day of the hour, you know what I'm saying? Just busting that dance move made more
That's
of a,
commitment. That's the
you know what I mean?
commitment part.
So that's them things. Like I was telling my uncle one time.
Because that's what else it says in the book too. Like you gotta have like a certain, like as a man, you gotta have a certain commitment to your purpose, and then that purpose is like the best way to basically get an idea of that purpose, of like actively pursuing your purpose, is through a woman. You feel what I'm saying? Like because
Yes.
that's what you're able to show that type of love. That's that's how much love you got to put into your passion.
Because a woman is
You feel what I'm saying?
pure
Because
energy.
making to be
It's pure energy,
Yeah.
and we're not that pure energy. And I even add to the book. That's why this woman, she's a dominant, and she was like, I love when men submit. She was like, you have no idea. And in my brain, I'm just sitting here like, whoo. That is like, yo, do you understand what vulnerability means to a man? Like,
Right.
and in the book it's saying like, yo, listen, when your girl is mad,
That's the best
pissed
time.
off, say, yo, lick her on the face,
Face, yeah.
blow bubble kisses on her, throw a little stuff at her. He was like, hey, if she gotta get up and chase you around.
Yes.
What he was like, think about it, and it didn't make it. Before I'm coming up on it, I'm over here chuckling, running
That's
from
real
her.
shit.
Right there, yo, do what it takes. So I had to. Now, one of my later chapters, it was like, yo, not to say we have a limit. It was just saying like, we're only as a man gonna go with but so much. That was I think the beginning of part 3 in that book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna go and we're gonna do all of them things right there. But if you just out here just like, nope, 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 like you're just, no, like, I don't care, we're gonna go. And we're gonna let you go as well. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, like I said, bro, like I'm really not knocking it, because I know I want a woman. Some days it sucks to communicate.
Be on the boat like
listen,
this, hanging off the shit.
Listen, it
On the
sucks
sail
to
in the waters.
communicate with
Sail
so
in the
many
back,
women, right? It sucks to be like, damn,
true,
to
though.
friend up women on that level, to be like, damn, I got a lot of numbers in my phone, and I communicate with a lot of, and one girl, she be like, yeah, you a player, and I always like, I'm not a player, but once it was kind of explained to me from a different perspective, I was like, well, I'm not playing y'all though. She was like, nah, you keeping it a rap, like I ain't gonna front. She was like, that make it extra dangerous for some of them out here. She's like, they don't know how to take you off of that, you know what I mean? So that's why it's hard for me, because I'm being straight, but now I'm understanding, like I'm looking at a woman.
It don't even matter sometimes when you be straight. Bitches still
Yeah,
gonna
they
fall.
still,
They
and
still
they,
gonna fall.
the same girl that I said that to, she kind of was like, you don't even know. And I'm like, what? She's like, keep doing what you're doing. I walked away like, oh, I need to keep on doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Keep on. I don't want to say like I'm on the right path or the wrong path or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that thing is that women are doing, I'm just trying to be the boat in the water. Instead of trying to direct your current, I'm just trying to ride the waves, B. Just trying to ride the waves, yo. And
Hey, that man. So about marriage.
whenever that day truly comes, if that, because I feel like, yo, nobody wants to get married a bunch of times, bro. That
Yes,
defeats the
that's
purpose.
right.
You feel what I'm saying? So imagine, so
And yourself?
just,
Would you
I
try
would
again?
agree. Like nobody wants to actually get married 30, 40, well, no, I'm not gonna say 30, 40 times.
The first time
I'm
is
gonna
it.
get married one
The
time.
first time is
Yeah, I'm trying to
What
hit
does my
the,
man?
I'm
What does
trying to
Dr.
hit the
Dre say
target.
now? What does Dr. Dre say now after 25 years?
Money, all
Huh?
that shit.
What does
Time.
Dr. Dre say now after 25 years?
You gotta go back to making beats, nigga. What the fuck is you
No,
talking
but
about?
yeah, understood
I'm
about
back to the
that.
club.
You can make the joke.
You
You
back
can
in
make
the
the
club
joke.
now,
Yeah, you
nigga,
back in the
looking
club.
for
but
That nigga gotta get
But
back
bro,
to making
yeah,
music. That's the only thing.
That's
That's
fine.
his work.
I understand.
Just like he
That's never
probably
gonna go
loved.
anywhere.
He probably loved that woman just as much as he loved his work. You feel what I'm saying? So for her to split, the only thing that's gonna fill that void is working on music. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's Dr. You
You know
can't
what's
forget
funny?
about that's
And I'm
his
not, no, and I'm
talent.
not knocking. I'm gonna add to that too.
And then
I was-
post-brain
one of my
aneurysm,
other books, and
yeah.
I don't want to give that one away yet because I want to read it a second time.
Nah, that's the book right there. I ain't gonna hold
No,
you.
no, the way the superior man. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that's
that's the
bomb.
book.
I'll have another one, and it's pertaining to like Dr. Dre and them situations. So you have this man that has conquered mad different feats. You feel me? He has a woman, all of this. One of my books was like, pertaining to women, like they want you to reach your maximum, and and later on in there, it even said that somewhere along the way, a woman gets threatened by a man really fully meeting his potential.
That's the
Like,
same book.
I didn't read it yet. I read it yet already?
That's
I
no,
couldn't
that's the
read
way
it
of
yet.
the superior man.
It's in there too? I just got to come across it, but chill. See, don't do that then. See, that's what happens when you read it.
Yeah. Real shit.
That's the same one.
Nah, I'm going through it, yeah, cause that book, and it's crazy. It only got probably like 200 pages. I'm taking my time with that book, cause that whole part 2 was just woman, just a woman. So I was going to work, viewing now like, what? I took the book off the shelf, so they couldn't even see the book no more. There's a lady at the job. She'll be like, where the book's at? I'm like, I read this chapter. I read one chapter 4 times. Like, I don't do this. Not for no book. But that whole part 2 of that book had woman on smash. Yo, when we was younger growing up, Price and Marcus and them, they was like, hey, yo, nah, you know what we gonna do for Mike? We're gonna teach you defense, son. And one day we just chilled in the park and spent a day. And I want to say a few days just teaching me how to guard. That chapter would have had any girl on lock. Where you gonna come in? We gonna come in at all times. And if I'm a giant and I'm too big to grab you, don't even. My speed is there. Don't worry. I move like I'm small. You ain't gotta worry about that. I'm gonna catch
Move
you.
like a guard.
Yeah.
I move like a guard.
Yo, that
My son
chapter
was
had him
Giannis.
on lock. So when I'm
Giannis on these
bro,
bitches.
when I'm at work, I'm really just.
Giannis on these bitches.
Yeah, I just called you the Greek freak.
Yeah. You know my son be handling them niggas. Must have got hard in this.
Bro.
Son, grab the whole.
Yo, no.
Our son was Auntie Takumbo. Nigga going insane. We gonna be blocking
Bomb
everything.
chapter though.
Listen,
Bomb
man.
chapter.
That's a fucking flex. Word. Wow.
If that thing's still running, it's gonna be dangerous.
You are now tuned in to a Flex podcast. You know the vibes.